Right, this is my second update video. It's about the 10th time I shot this video because I tried shooting it outside, but I was so uncomfortable out there with the people around me that it really came across in my voice. I didn't sound relaxed at all, and it made it really hard to watch the video. So I've decided to come indoors and just try to push myself by being more expressive in the video and be more relaxed. And I feel like if I can just get comfortable doing that to start off with, then maybe I can move outside and the videos will be a little bit more interesting to watch. So this update video, it's about the things that I've been doing in the last week. Really what this all starts off with is that I created an idea of how I want my perfect day to look and how I want to engage with the world in my perfect day, what kind of life I want to create for myself. So I literally wrote this out. I wrote out how my day would begin, everything that would happen throughout the day to the end of the day. And that gives me a reference point so that I can check back in at my life at any point and ask myself, am I living that kind of life? And if I'm not, I can do something about it. And the way that I do that is through a board where I've created a list of everything that I want to do throughout the day. So I start off with a really simple morning routine that gets me being productive right from the start. So it's the first thing I do when I wake up is I make the bed. It's something that I've heard a few different people talk about, and it seems a really great way to start. So I start off, make the bed. Next thing I do is I have a glass of water and I drink that. Then I want to do some kind of movement or meditation, so either yoga or meditation, followed by making myself a cup of tea or a smoothie and then journaling for about 5 minutes. So all in all it takes about 30 minutes. If I can cross off 3 or 4 of those, that's really cool. I've started my day off in the right way. The next thing on this board is I have a list of things that I really need to do, and I label them in order of importance. So if they're really important, I label them A, if they're less important, B, and then C. And it helps me just focus on the things that are really important to do in this moment. Some of the things that are C, I might put them off for a few days and eventually they'll become an A, but I come to that as I come to it. And finally in the evening, the kind of things that I have are, I want to start to unwind, and I like to do some kind of movement, so whether that's going for a walk or a little bit of yoga. It's something that I need to do a lot more often because I haven't done it anywhere near enough. No television or anything like that, and I like to journal at the end of the day or read, and then plan my day, plan the next day. So let's update that chart, make sure anything that's an A is listed as an A. One thing I will say is, as this is a process, at the moment in the last week I only journaled twice, but that's twice more than I had been. So it's something that I really wanted to do that I feel is going to help me move toward the kind of day that I want, help me get my thoughts out on a paper. So it's something I wanted to do, hadn't been doing enough, and I've done it twice in the last week. So my goal for the next week is to do it 3 times at least. And that's what I mean, it's part of the process, it's just to keep doing this as many times as I can, so it's a big focus in my life. I'm also asking myself throughout the day to be more mindful, so I try to bring my attention throughout the day and being mindful into my breath or whatever. And asking myself what kind of man do I want to be and how would I express myself in that moment. So if I happen to ask myself that when I'm procrastinating, then I can say, okay, in this moment I would be shooting a YouTube video or something, I'd be doing something productive, I'd be doing something that moves me closer to the kind of life that I want to be living. And that feels really good. When I start doing things that move me closer to that day, I feel awesome. It feels good for me to be doing stuff like that. I think that shows me self-love. I have also been showing myself self-love in a number of different ways. One of those ways is in eating healthier. So I've wanted to eat healthier for a long time, but writing out my one perfect day and the kind of foods that I eat and all that kind of stuff really helped me think, you know what, that's something I've got to start doing more of so that I feel good, because I know that moving towards that life makes me feel good. So I eat way more fruits and vegetables. It's not even hard work. It felt like hard work before, but now I know why I'm doing it, and I know that I feel good doing it. It makes it so much easier to do. Cutting out the bad food as well. It's easy. It's not hard anymore. It's when I'm in the restaurant, when I'm in the supermarket or whatever, and I'm passing the chocolate aisle, it's so much easier to make the decision that I don't want it, because I know that it doesn't move me closer to the kind of life I want to live. It doesn't mean that I can never have it. It just means that if I haven't had it for a long while, then I might feel like, you know what, I deserve it now. And it feels good doing that. It feels really good. Exercising feels really good to me, so I like to get out and run, I like to work out, or even yoga is part of exercising for me at the moment. What else have I been in? You know what? Sometimes it's just doing something for myself, like I put on some music and I have a little dance when I have the house to myself. You'll see it at the start of this video where I was having a little dance. I didn't look like I was enjoying myself because I was so aware of the camera, but I am normally. Another thing that I do to show myself love is pay attention to how I'm feeling. If I'm not enjoying myself, then I remove myself from that situation. Whereas before, I used to feel like I had to stay there. It's really weird. Like, if I was out with a group of friends drinking, and I don't really like being out in clubs and bars and stuff, but if I was out with them drinking, I felt like I had to stay out and have more drinks with them. Whereas now I'm like, you know what, guys, I'm not feeling it right now. I'm gonna head home, have an awesome night or whatever. And if they're not okay with that, then are they really my friend? You know what I mean? Like, they should be looking out for me as much as themselves. So that's, at least I feel that's the way. Those are the kind of people I want to surround myself with. People who support me. That's another way I show myself love. Is I make sure that the people in my life are really good people. And of course, I'm a good person to them as much as I can be. Which comes down to self-love. When you really love yourself, you have more time for other people and you're happy to give back. So these are some of the ways that I'm building up my own self-esteem and feeling a lot better. I still feel really uncomfortable in front of the camera. I think that comes across. Like, my voice feels like it comes from way up here when I'm doing this. Whereas when I'm far more relaxed, which I am most of the time, yeah, I don't know, it comes from a more relaxed place, probably my belly. So this is going to be something I have to work on, and hopefully it'll come across in future videos. I will just say another thing that I'm really aware of in these videos at the moment is that I don't feel like I come across the way I would like to, but that's part of the process again. You know what? That's fine. If I come across as being a bit awkward, if I don't feel like this, I do things like that, whatever, that I wouldn't want to do normally. I don't know. I guess just being comfortable with myself is something that I have to work on. What else? Oh, something else I really want to say is that, so with public speaking, I'm pushing myself out of my comfort zone, and especially in times where I have a really challenging week, when I manage to get through that, it feels awesome afterwards. Like, I feel like I've grown significantly. Doing this feels like I've grown significantly. This is about the 10th time I shot this video. I originally did it outside and felt so uncomfortable that I came inside and did it. But doing it outside every now and then pushes my comfort zone. It feels really good that I'm pushing myself. So if you push yourself in some way over the next week, and I really challenge you and encourage you to do that, it'd be awesome to hear from you. Yeah, apart from that, I think that's all I've got for this week. So if you like the video, as always, please give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you're getting value out of this. Subscribe to the channel for more of these videos every week, and leave me a comment or a question. Awesome. Have an awesome week, guys, and I'll see you next week. Thank you.